Really don't know what the heck I'm doing. I got a camera, which is great because I haven't owned a camera since I was like, I don't know, like 12 maybe. So that's been a little bit of figuring out. So this is where we're at, and I know a month ago I promised that I would do a video about DeYin's full set costume, which I did not do because it's been really hot, and I wanted to get a better camera to do it because I'm just so bad at filming. Like, especially with my phone, it's like impossible to do anything. So we have DeYin here. I tried a vertical setup earlier, but I couldn't really get that to work, so I'm just trying my best at this point. There. She looks completely different dressed up in this Let's outfit than she does in her little full set. Very beautiful. Let's try and get a little vertical view here. So we'll start at the bottom. She has these pretty... Are we upside down? Why are we upside down? Because it goes this way. She has these pretty French slippers. And then this is the outfit. It's actually one of the first BJD outfits I ever bought. This was one of a set of 2, pink and green, that I bought for Francis and Junie. Just a little ruffled right now. And check out her cute little outfit that she came in. And by cute little, I mean extremely majestic and beautiful and worthy of its own video, so that's what we're doing today. Alright, so ignore me. I'm the non-interesting part of this video. So the first thing we're going to do is get her undressed out of her old outfit, and I'll just do a little close-up of some of the things she's wearing. I love these slippers. I'm pretty sure I brought them secondhand, so I'm not sure from whence they came. Oh, she also does not have long sole heeled feet. I couldn't find them. I couldn't find how to order them. She didn't come with them. So I bought her some white resin feet from Denver Doll Emporium. I don't remember the company exactly, but they were cheap. They were like 20 bucks. I can find out if anyone wants to know, but it's a pretty good fit. There's slight gapping at her ankles. So let me... And the resin color is not exact, but they do work. She will stand in them, so I can't complain for now until I find a way to get my hands on some T&D white skin heeled feet, which could be a very long time. So I'm on my second year of waiting for the heeled feet and hands that I bought from my Soul Doll Zenith body, so I don't know if I have any more hope about that. So this is a little bow, just a nice little accessory that outfits I came with. Cute. And it came with a hair bow too. It matches. I didn't show this, I think, but it's the little kitty bag. It has a little loop. You can open it, but I haven't. Or I don't have it open, I should say. Alright, so I had to stop recording there for a minute because I had to undo the ties on her sleeves and on her neck to get the shirt off, and that took me a little bit, so I decided I would just turn the camera back on when that was done. And here's the skirt. It has a sewn-in petticoat at the bottom, but I also added a second petticoat because, in my opinion, you can't have too many petticoats. Alright, so here she is. She's still blonde, and I think she looks absolutely fantastic in this wig. Like, she looks amazing. How can I do this? Like here? Some of the posability, I'm gonna have to move the camera around again, so this is all fun and so complicated. Alright, so let me do that and then we'll come back. So under her knees and her armpits, she has these little divots for better posing. I haven't swayed her or hot glued her at all, and I have to say, any doll that I can think of, she has the best posing as far as an unaltered doll goes. She was really designed, obviously, to hold, I guess, dancing poses, but she came with these hands. These came with the full set. They're very beautiful, beautifully formed. She has her default hands too. I have those in a bag with her, her flat feet. Split thigh joint. She has the third torso joint, which I know some people don't like because they think it looks ugly, which, I mean, it's not the most aesthetic thing in the world, but I love being able to turn her at the waist. I think that's really nice. I also feel like this body looks so much better in real life than it does online in the promotional photos. Hold on. I gotta fix her leg. But yeah, the body online looks really flat. It doesn't look particularly beautiful. I thought the doll herself was beautiful, which is why I got the full set from Alice Collections. But seeing it in person, it really is a very well-crafted, beautiful body. And she's just standing like this now on one leg, one shoe. I have the invisible stand, of course, but yeah, there's no suede in there. There's no wires. It's just really well done. I think she can hold some really cute poses. I can only imagine that with some sueding, she would just be like a perfect poser. Like, I have no complaints. So as you might be able to tell, this is a very dynamic pose. She has a few more divots in her back to help her hold poses. This just looks like it's kind of a plug, so there's nothing really holding that, I guess, except the tension of the body. I love the thigh split. I just can't believe she's just holding this. There's no flopping. There's nothing. Just really impressed overall. She's quickly become one of my favorite dolls. It helps that she's a dancer. So this is the box I keep her outfit in. I usually keep a few other things in here as well, just because I have a little extra space, but in order to properly care for this, you really do need a whole box, and most of that is because of her wig, which I'll just put over to the side for now so we can look at the other pieces. So her outfit came with a ton of parts, which is obviously like the best thing ever. Well, especially for me, I guess I really like changing doll clothes. I find it really fun. It's kind of like my zen thing, I guess. So I do it often. Okay, let's start with her little shoes that I individually wrapped in plastic because I have problems. Here's her shoes. They're I want to say suede, but it's more like a velvety, like a very, very low pile, I suppose, if that's the word that is correct. Velvet with a little gold piece glued to the top of the shoe and then some beading. They're very cute. They work as shoes. I just realized I'm gonna have to switch her feet back to flat feet, so we'll do that before we get her dressed. The next piece says, we'll move these back here. I got too excited. The next two pieces are her underclothes. And I love the little details they put on these. So here's her underwear, her pants. Obviously, I'm not like an expert on Chinese culture, but I'm pretty sure they always wear these pants and like white socks of the same material, like loose socks underneath the, I think it's a hanfu? She is a Peking opera dancer, so whenever that was big. Okay, so the bottom of her pants have an elastic waistband, right, on each leg, and then the top has these little fabric tassels with beads so you can tie them around her waist. There's one for each side, and I really like that detail because they could have easily just done elastic at the waistband, and I've seen that in god, like ring doll costumes, they kind of do that type of thing. If I had to pick one over the other, I would pick Loong any day. I love ring doll, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. That's a subject for a different time. Alright, so we'll put her pants over here. And then the next is her undershirt. Nope, that's part of her coat. I take that back, put it away. The next part is her dress. So this is the main part of the costume, and it looks so cute just by itself, to be honest. Like all of the other stuff's just extra. But it's double lined. Nice mint color. I've been trying to keep the pleats as smooth as possible. We still have some wrinkling. I think that happened in transit too, because I remember emailing them and asking what the best way to fix this was, because I'm not sure what material it is. They did tell me it's iron safe, but I haven't been brave enough yet to try it. I also have a steamer, but I'm not brave enough to try that either. So we'll see. So here's the front of the dress. It has slightly flared long sleeves. They come to about her wrist. It has a raised collar and tailored waist. And this beautiful little necklace that's sewn into the dress itself. I love that. I think that's really cute. I would have preferred an actual separate necklace, but she did come with a different separate necklace, so I guess like fair enough. But I love that. At least this one will never get, hopefully, broken or anything. We'll find out. And then the last pieces we have are her top coat. So this is like a small cropped overcoat, and this is what I originally was saying was her underwear, but it's not. This is like a crepe fabric. It has a slight sparkle to it, as does the rest of her overcoat items. It's lined, and honestly, like, this looks so beautiful when it's on. This structured collar here with the other raised collar on her dress is just, it's so beautiful to me. I love the construction of it. So we'll put this here, leave all this plastic in the box, and we'll do the belt first, I think. Belt's in multiple pieces, which I appreciate. I think it's been easy to get on and get off. How the heck did I? There we go. Just take that out. So here's the main piece of the belt, and it consists of four flowing, the same crepe material. It's the same crepe material that the stiff jacket's made out of, but it's not double lined, so it has that transparent effect, which is really beautiful. There's gold threading on the side with some white lace. The actual belt itself seems to be made of a different fabric. It's the same fabric as the coat, but it's, I'm not sure what it is. Like, I don't even want to say satin. It's not shiny, but I don't know what it is. Cotton? Who knows? Anyway, it's double lined with this really nice, whoops, this really nice gold edging. So we do like a, try and do like a detail shot here. The entire tabard in the middle, double lined, sewn with beads on each side. There's pearls, little fake pearls. And then down at the end we have a little sewn on delicate metal piece. A beautifully embroidered little flower. I think it's a rose, it could not be. And then I love the beadwork that they do, but I'm guessing jade. It's supposed to be jade tassels, little gold tips. So I love that. I think that's beautiful. All the details in this costume are great. So this is the upper part of the belt. It has that same seam. this is a fabric. The one on the actual belt is a fabric, whereas this is embroidered on, which does look a little bit more messy. Sorry, I got a little too close to the camera there. It's definitely less luxurious looking than the rest of the belt, but to be honest, you don't really notice it. It's such a small piece. But this is how it sits, and it sits on top of the other belt. So a lot of this plain tabard here is actually covered. So this is kind of what it looks like. And this fits super snug to her waist. In fact, I would probably like an extra ½ centimeter just so the fabric's not pulling so much. Maybe I'll move these snaps over a little bit. I really don't want to damage this. Okay, so we'll throw these over here, and by throw I mean gently place. And the last piece of her costume is her glorious opera overcoat. I love this thing. So this has that same gold lining as the belt itself, along with the gold embroidery stitching. So I don't know how easy it is to see that difference, but this whole thing is double lined too. Every single piece in the costume is double lined. She has more beautiful flower embroidery. It looks like a butterfly and some daisies and a peony, maybe, up here at the top. And this actually cuts into what I believe is silk. Her silk opera sleeves. So they're cut at the bottom with a little snap, so you can convert them into regular sleeves. They'll function that way. Or, you know, if she's throwing her arms around in her dance, you can have them kind of fly around or hide her face or whatever. It just gives a different look. It's really nice. So here's the coat. We have the same embroidery on the other side, and then at the bottom we have this beautiful cloud embroidery on her coat. So there's the basics of her outfit. Now I will show the wig and her jewelry. So the wig is going to be a lot easier to see when it's actually on her head. This is a mascot sticker. It's unrelated. Back to Ring Doll. I've seen them. They had a Peking opera wig for a doll called Envy, I think it was. But when I looked, because I was curious after I got this doll, I was like, oh, like I wonder how Ring Doll did the wig. Theirs is made out of plastic. Yeah, so they made this entire front part of their wig, and this needs some restyling. It has been, I'm not gonna lie, the actual hair in this wig itself has been a effing nightmare. I've restyled the back of this like 3 different times, essentially anytime I touch her, because this is not tied together. I need to like sew the loops or something. The clips in her jewelry are so fragile. They're so, I guess fragile is not the word, they're like delicate and narrow that they'll clip, and some of these tiny little hooks get stuck in like 2 pieces of hair. So then when you go to take it out, of course, you know, you get some loose ones, which is really frustrating because the whole point of this wig is for it to be super polished. But whatever, at least I can fix it, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, the reason I was talking about the plastic Ring Doll wig is that this is actually made out of hair fibers. They styled the bangs in the actual like knotted fashion. Same with these side pieces. The coolest part, in my opinion, is actually that she has a black satin band right here at the top of the bangs. I'm not sure how easy that is to see. And this is actually what holds her pins in place for her hair, because they're not glued onto her wig. They're tiny little individual beautiful pieces. Like, this doll is crazy. So here, that's her wig. I know it's kind of hard to see a black wig on a black table, but when I put it on her, it'll be a lot easier to see. So we'll leave that aside for now. And here's all of the jewelry she comes with. I guess came with, because I don't think this set's for sale anymore. At least I haven't seen it. Excuse me. So the first piece is her crown. And when I got this, it actually arrived broken, which is not my favorite thing in the entire world. But they very kindly sent me a new one. So now I have a spare crown or spare parts I should say, I guess, if anything happens to this. She's got some beautiful little tassels. I know it's kind of difficult to see, but we're trying our best here. I know I've said it in my old videos, but I am quite literally not a videographer. Like, I don't understand technology. I'm just doing whatever. This is the necklace I was talking about that she came with. Excuse me. It has the same beading and gold tassels that her belt has, which is cool. Let's see, we're a little flippy around here. Alright, I can't tell which way this wants to bend, so we'll figure that out later. But here's the pendant. She has a cloud pendant, jade, some other beads, necklace. This also has those gold tassels on the pearl beaded bits. A little bit hard to see. Like I said, this outfit is like so delicate. It's the only way I can put that. And I do not want to lose any of these pieces, so I'm going to be very careful. The next is the hairpins. I received one of these broken too, but I was able to fix it. So now I have 3. She should only come with 2, one for the left and one for the right side of her head. Let me take one out. I won't take all 3 of them out yet, but let me take this one out. Well, we'll take that one out because the bag's already open. So this is what I was talking about the stuff that gets stuck in her hair. So each one of these little pieces isn't glued on, it's hooked on. It's hooked at the top, and then it's hooked at that middle joint right there. And every single one of those hooks gets stuck in her hair. I'm not even gonna lie, it is a effing nightmare. But to restyle her wig, it's really just, it's this braid in the back. Oh my god, can you really not see that at all? There's this little braid like this. It's like shrimp tail shaped, I suppose. And then 2 loops of hair go over it. And the 2 loops of hair tie in the front. So it's super easy to actually restyle this wig. I just wish I didn't have to do it constantly. It's a pain in the neck. But I still love it anyway. Now she has several hairpins. This one's kind of the unique one. It's a jade hairpin. I love this one. It's a dangly. Ooh, a dangly pin. We've got the jade at the end. I stick this in her hairband along with her other hairpins on the side because I think it looks cute. I'm not sure where the full set doll actually has it located, but I love that. I think that's so pretty. But look at all this jewelry, and she has more jewelry than I do. All my dolls have more everything than I do, so whatever. And here are her actual hairpins. I'm not going to take them out of the bag just yet because I don't want them to go flying. But each one of these sits in one of these pockets in her bangs. So I'll take out one. Oh my god, this is turning into a mess. Hold on here. See how tiny that is. And what you do is you take her wig that desperately needs to be restyled and you slip the pin so above the hair and into the hairband, so it sits right on top of that piece. And I know it doesn't look like particularly stable, but these forks do actually sit inside the hair on her wig, so it's really in there. So you can get the idea. Every one of these bags has a little pin that goes inside of it. So I can't see what I'm doing. But these are not your hands. But these are. I wanted to show the default parts that she came with. It came with this little bag too, which was kind of cute. But these are the actual default hands that come with the long suit. I think it's the 62 body. She is slightly taller than my mask hats anyway, but they're a lot less graceful. I really prefer the special hands, which I guess you could call like the ancient Chinese gesture hands. I'm not sure if that's right. but they are beautiful. She has long nails, thin fingers. They really are slightly thinner than the other hands, or at least it seems like they are. Oh, and she seems to have long thumbs, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It looks like she almost has an extra joint in that thumb. What about this one? This one's about the same size, but the hand itself is way narrower, if you can see that. I can't get that close. I don't want to like pick her off the ground. So those are the default hands, not too exciting. Here's her default feet, also not very exciting. I changed out her feet. She came with this little stick for foot changing. I've got my serging clips. I've got this because I'm obviously going to have to redo her wig again. So excited. But everyone has their flaws, right? Okay, let's do this. So let's throw this in here. So we got one hook in. These are the hooks that come with the feet. So they're very special. Hopefully I never lose these and then have to find ones that are similar because that would be a pain in the ass. Excuse my language. Let's put the correct foot on. I think that's like step 2, but I'm gonna have to stretch the elastic. We need the clips. I need 2 hands and some power to do this. Hold on. That is what it is. We're just gonna move on with life. Someday I'll get good. That day is not today. 1,000 hours have elapsed and we finally have the correct feet on her. We can get her dressed. Let me take this wig off. Oops, we'll keep the wig cap because those are helpful. Let's see. What do we do? This way? That should be fine. Good sticky ass camera mount. I'll never trust you again. So let's take all this out again. We'll start with her underwear. For this is different. It might be, yeah, it's the same material that's used for the lining in the outfit. So these aren't lined, but they are literally made out of the lining. So I guess technically they're lining her legs. When you can see just a little bit from the bottom of her skirt, you can see her pants. I think that's so cute. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. Whoa. Tie. Okay. Pants on. Now we can throw on her beautiful, beautiful dress. Okay, so I think from now on we're just going to have to do clips of the different pieces as I put them on because the stupid mount has fallen like 5 separate times and I can't deal anymore. So here's her cute little dress. You can already tell like she has a completely, or at least to me it feels like she has a completely different personality now. Alright, so here's the base of her outfit. You can't see like right now, but sometimes like when you're posing her you can see them, but there's her little pants puffs. I have her cropped jacket on now. I'll never get, it's even better once her like overcoat and everything's on and everything's pulled tight. But I'll never get over how much I love these collars. I'll just never recover. We'll do like a full shot. She's not very impressive now, but she will be. Okay, so this is the under layer of her belt. You can see it's kind of holding her jacket in place. I'm gonna have to pull it down a little bit because it's a little uneven. But this gives you an idea of this layer, and now I'm going to put the rest of her belt on, fix her jacket, and then we'll do one more shot and then put her coat on. Alright, so we're back again. I realized I never put her shoes on, so here's a little shot of those. I don't know if this is focusing or not, I'm doing my best. And here's the over top layer of her belt. So before I was talking about when I was saying I wanted like a centimeter more fabric or half a centimeter on the belt, this is why. It's extremely snug to her body to the point where you can see a little bit of the side of the clips. I know they're only sewn on with white thread, so I'll probably end up moving them, but it would have been nice to have that. See, like, look at that. I know that's super nitpicky, but it would have been nice to have that not showing. Alright, so this is her full basic outfit. She's starting to come together. We have a lot of accessories and parts to put on. But this is her basic outfit. So a lot of pieces. It's extremely beautiful. And I love it so much. Okay, so I did a quick restyle of her wig. It's still slightly fuzzy, but it's like fucking 95 degrees and I'm about to die. I put on her little necklace, so she's starting to get a little more glamorous. She has a way more elegant look dressed up like this than she does as a blonde. So I think she's beautiful. I mean, I love the way her bangs frame her face, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of her jewelry and then we'll take one final little look-see and do a little posy and be done because I'm about to sweat to death. Okay, so we finally made it. This is her with, I don't know what face metering is, don't tell me that. This is her with all her jewelry on. She's extremely beautiful. Her wig's still a bit of a mess, but we'll work on it. I just wanted to show some of her posing. Look, here's her little leg poof I was talking about. She's just got her feet crossed under there, doing a little dancer step. And then up here we have one of her sleeves I unpinned for the silk dancer effect, and then this one I have clipped still as a sleeve, and she's holding on to it. But I love how the sleeves fall too, just to the side. But she is really a very gorgeous and very special doll. She's unbelievably beautiful, unbelievably detailed. Don't take her anywhere, you'll probably lose pieces. But as a little display lady, she's perfect. Alright. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this is not like completely unwatchable. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. I tried to use a stand thing. It kept falling off the wall like 5 different times. We're just doing our best here, so thanks for going through this like little struggle with me. It is so hot. I need a break. She'd probably be dying of heat stroke if she was alive. But yeah, so thank you for watching. This was a lot of fun. I completely killed the camera's battery, so that's pretty cool. And now I'll try and see what I can do to edit this.